All right, today we're looking at something that seems really small, but it tells this huge, amazing story. We're talking about this little newspaper clipping from 1978. Now, at a glance, it's just a birth announcement, right? But trust me, it's so much more. It's this incredible piece of creative storytelling. Let's get into it.
So, when you first look at it, it seems pretty normal for the 70s, you know? The faded paper, that classic "It's a girl" banner. But then you start reading the text and you realize these parents weren't just announcing a baby. Oh no, they were kicking off a full-blown galactic adventure.
So, what's really going on here? I mean, how does a simple family announcement become this work of art? This wonderfully weird and imaginative story? Okay, let's break it all down. Okay, so the first clue, and it's a big one, is how the whole thing is framed. The entire announcement is written like an entry in a log. But, not just any log. Check this out. It opens with Captain's log, Earth date 4/26/78. Now, for anyone living in the 70s, that was a dead giveaway. I mean, it's an unmistakable nod to one of the biggest things in pop culture back then. It immediately sets this tone of exploration, adventure, the final frontier. And that captain's log, of course, comes straight from Star Trek. It's that famous opening for the captain's narration. So by using this, the parents are basically casting themselves as these intrepid explorers on a super important mission. And what was this mission, you ask? Exploring the hospital system, Sierra Medical Centra. I mean, how brilliant is that? I just love it. They've turned a local hospital into this massive, uncharted star system. It completely reframes what's probably a pretty stressful day into this epic journey of discovery.
And this whole sci-fi theme, it isn't just a one-off joke at the beginning. No, it's woven through the entire announcement, right down to the language they use to describe their new baby girl. So a normal announcement would just say, born weighing X pounds. Simple. But this one says they discovered a new life reading. See what they did there? That choice of words is everything. It completely shifts the tone from biology to, well, astrophysics. Suddenly, they're not just parents, they're scientists making a totally groundbreaking discovery.
So the first part of this life reading is the baby's length, 20 inches. The way they phrase it makes it sound less like they're measuring a baby and more like they're scanning an entirely new planet for life signs.
And the second part of that reading is the weight, 7.5 pounds. So together, these two pieces of data make up the complete life reading. It just shows how committed they were to this whole idea. Every single detail was reimagined.
But wait, it gets better. This whole theme of discovery doesn't just stop with the baby and the parents. They really cleverly stretch it to include the entire family. They basically created a multi-generational exploration team. This chain of discovery idea is just brilliant. So first up, you have Patti and Don Marsh, who discovered April Nicole. Okay, simple enough. But then they give credit to the grandparents. Helen and Eugene discovered Patti, and Beatrice and Delbert discovered Don. It's such a witty and genuinely sweet way to bring the whole family into this big cosmic event. And they don't just call her a baby. They talk about the discovery of this marvel. A marvel. Just that one word choice elevates the entire moment, framing the birth as something truly wondrous. Something worth exploring the galaxy for. So all of this careful setup, this amazing creative language, it's all building towards one grand finale, the perfect title for their newborn explorer. And here it is, Marsh's star daughter. The announcement says that April Nicole will now be known as Marsh's star daughter. Wow, that's not just a cute nickname, right? It's a title. It's the absolute perfect conclusion to the whole Captain's log story, giving her an identity that's both deeply personal and totally cosmic. And why is that name just so perfect? Well, it brilliantly mashes together the earthly, their family name Marsh, with the celestial, the star. It grounds her in her family, but also gives her this limitless, imaginative identity. It's a name that comes from a place of pure, joyful creativity, not just love. So as we look at this little clipping one last time, it's pretty clear it's way more than just an announcement. It's a time capsule. It's this beautiful testament to a family's sense of humor, their love of sci-fi, and just their incredible desire to welcome their daughter into the world in the most special way they could think of. It's a tiny scrap of paper that literally holds a universe of love. And that really leaves you with a thought, doesn't it? This little announcement is a family's creative legacy, right there in print. It makes you wonder, what kind of unique,
or funny or imaginative stories are hidden away in your own family's history, just waiting for you to rediscover them.